Ben in Wheatland. Hey, Ben, what's up, my brother?
Not a whole lot. I was thinking about it when you guys were talking to Tim and you asked him about gun control.
Tim the lawyer. Check the podcast at ArmstrongandGettyRadio.com. Great segment or two. Yes, sir?
And he made a great point about how, governments that respect your rights don't take your guns, right? Mm-hmm. So I hear a lot of people in this whole talk about gun control, talking about, they can take, my gun from my cold, dead fingers.
Hey, careful, I've said that.
Kind of talk. Well, I think the people who say that are full of crap. I really do. Because if people cared about liberty and freedom, they wouldn't wait till it got to that point. When it gets to that point that the government's coming to take your guns, it's over. It's too late.
It's a decent point. I think a lot of people who do say that take my guns from my cold dead fingers probably acquiesce in a lot of ways with a lot of freedom that is taking us down that road.
Well, even if they don't, they probably do in a way. Even if they don't, they're unaware of the impossibility of us getting to that point if they would stand up to the million other government intrusions. If you don't want to be in a cold, dead finger situation, and I don't think any of us do, any of us who are not completely Fruit Loops, then the way to prevent that is to vote libertarian, to demand an enormous rollback, if not elimination, of so many of these regulations. As Tim was talking about, the fourth branch of government, unelected, they legislate, they execute, and they decide judicially. That's completely unconstitutional. Be against that.
Yeah, freedom isn't just do I get to own a gun or not.
Yeah, how many people go and stand in line for the TSA? People willingly subject themselves to government violating their rights all the time. And I think when the time comes to violate their rights for personal protection, they'll go along with that too.
All right, Tim, Ben, I'm sorry, I got to call you on that. How often do you have to fly, dude?
Well, I don't have to fly, and I wouldn't fly, but my father...
all right, so am I supposed to drive to my wife's dad's funeral in Chicago? What am I going to do?
My father and my mother drove to Florida because they refused to fly.
Wow. God, I'd have to take too much time off.
We drove to Minnesota.
I would if I had the time. I hate flying that much.
Yeah, but I've got to fly so I can get back to work, and I'm going to put up with the TSA. Am I a bad American?
Well, no, because you don't. It's not just about not flying. You can do other things. When you go there, you opt out. When you go there, you show your disdain for the TSA. Mm-hmm. Whatever it is. I mean, it's not, it's an on-off switch. They have us all over a barrel. I mean, I'm not delusional.
Yeah, we've let it go that far.
Yes, Dominic?
What's this big crap? So they search you at the airport. What is this, Revolutionary One? Just stand there for 2 minutes and let them check
you're disabled.
Who cares? Who cares?
Wait a second. It's stand there for 2 minutes for you because you walk with a limp and a cane and pretend you're disabled.
I'm
for
in
the rest
wheelchair,
of us, it's stand in line for 45 minutes.
Oh, but please. So what? So we stop these rotten terrorists from blowing up children.
We ain't stopping Jack.
I mean, come on.
You're stopping old ladies from getting on planes.
How many planes hit buildings last week?
Right,
how many?
Ben the Libertarian, go ahead. What do you want to say to Dominic?
Dominic, the TSA has never stopped one terrorist, ever.
How do you know that, Ben? If the terrorists got there so the TSA and didn't get online, if I'm Abu, I'm going to blow everybody up. Mohammed, blow you up. And I see the TSA people there. I'm not going to get online with the bomb in my jacket. I'm going somewhere else. So you're saying, what if they stopped? Of course they've stopped it. Get real, Ben.
All right.
May the chains sit lightly upon you, Dominic. May history forget you are our countryman. All right, Ben. He's full of